Firstly, how would you like my sofa set up?
The sofa setup.
Yeah.
It's nice. Oh Lord.
This is what I've been asking all the guests because.
Are you gonna change it?
No, it looks good.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like comfort. You know, if you was it was a Sunday afternoon, like I'm gonna put a movie on and relax, you wouldn't pick a blow up sofa.
Looks nice.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Lotto Ash, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. We were talking about how we first met. Was how many years ago? I reckon I'm gonna say 3 or 4.
Minus COVID, because of COVID.
Yeah, doesn't count. COVID doesn't count.
So probably like 2, maybe.
2 years ago in Birmingham. Spotify event, yeah. I think that's probably one of the last times I've been in Birmingham.
I think that was the first time I heard you. Oh, well, when I was told your name and Tia was like, "Oh, that's Elz the witch," and I was like, "Wait." I was like, "What do you mean the witch?"
Did you think I was a real witch?
No, I was just human. I was thinking, why did she just say that so comfortably? And I'm like, "What do you mean witch?" And she's like, "No, that's just a name." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, people get confused because I'm like, oh, Elz the witch, and then they get a bit funny.
Why did you pick that name, if you don't mind me asking?
When I was in high school, I would be moody. So instead of calling me a bitch, my friends said, "Don't be such a witch." And then ever since then, it stuck. So they still call me witch now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Good nickname. I mean, you know when people ask you that and they think it's going to be a happy story, it's not. It's just literally because I was moody.
Oh.
At least I'm consistent though.
Yeah.
Being moody. Anyway, welcome to Citizen Game.
Thanks for having me.
Podcast. We're going to chat about random stuff, but also tie it into gaming because I love gaming. Yeah. Do you game at all? Yeah.
I literally just set up my Twitch as well. So
really,
I'm getting active now.
What games will you play?
Call of Duty, GTA. I do role play on it. I know.
Oh, we need to talk about roleplay.
Yeah.
Because so I've not done it before, but I watch a lot of Twitch streams of GTA roleplay, and people take it very seriously. Yeah. So are you in a server then? Are you in a?
No. So I was gonna create one with my friends. So I've been trying to like load people that are.
Well, if you need someone.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I'm here.
Elz the witch just popping through on a broom, whatever.
I try and think of what my role would be in a thing. I did want to be a nightclub owner, but I think that's quite generic. Like in GTA, you can be a nightclub owner anyway.
I think my favorite is, I know this sounds so bad, but like being like a setup chick. I know that sounds crazy, but like my friends, like sometimes we do it like on like live as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll do it to like random people. We'll say to someone, "Oh, yo, you want to join our crew?" And we'll just wait for one person to say yeah, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, cool." So this is so bad. There was he was probably like 10.
Right.
He's from like America or wherever, and he was like, "Oh my god, I want to join your crew!" Like, because there was loads of us, and he was thinking, "Oh man, I want to be a part of this." So we told him we're gonna do a car meet. We told him where to come, and then I was like, "I'll bring you friends," and it was like to initiate the actual thing, just stand there in the middle, and he was like, "Okay, so what happens now?" And I said, "I'm so sorry," and then everyone starts pulling out guns, and he was like, "Don't move," and then he was like, "Okay." So he was like, "Yo, like, should I move?" And then I saw his characters do to try to run. I'm like, "You can't run on GTA. There's no point." And it just smoked him. I felt so bad.
That's so horrible.
But it was such a good video.
A 10-year-old kid. I did a video very early on when I was doing YouTube playing Fortnite, and I think I had 2 probably about 10, 12 years old kids on my squad, and they were French, right? So they were talking between themselves, probably planning how to kill me, even though they're on my team. And all I remember is one of them said, "Oh, come here, come and stand near the edge of the cliff." And I'm like, "Okay." Like this, I was filming a video. It's probably on YouTube somewhere. And I'm like, "Okay, I'll just stand here," thinking we're gonna team up, we're gonna do something. And he literally threw a grenade at me, and I blew off the side of the cliff. And then they were both laughing at me.
That is so sad. Was that how it feels? Well,
yeah. At least it's the other way around. Like I'm in my 20s and I've got blown off a cliff by a 10-year-old on Fortnite. And I'm
here smoking the 10-year-old.
On YouTube.
So bad.
It's not great.
That's not
but
great.
My first question that I always ask people is, if you could pick your top 3 games of all time, what would you pick?
GTA's first.
But which GTA? I need specifics.
Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas.
Okay, we're friends. Yeah.
San Andreas is that's my thing. That was where I thought I was cool. I know, but when I came home, I was cool. I got bullied in school, but when I came home, I was lit.
My mum banned me from playing San Andreas when it first came out.
My mum didn't know I had it. She didn't. Till this day, my mum doesn't know that I was playing San Andreas. Because I just used to like just flick the TV off. Like every time she walked in, she's like, "You're just sitting here with your TV off," and I was just like, "I was just praying, Mum." And more times she'll believe me.
Would she?
I know that's so bad.
My mum banned me because there was the BBC or some channel done a documentary on GTA back in the day about how bad it is and corruption and all this stuff. So my mum obviously watched it and thought, oh, my daughter can't be playing things like this. So she banned me, but my friend had it. So I used to go around my friend's house literally every day and play GTA. She never knew.
My cousin had, I think, what came out? Vice City. My cousin had.
I loved Vice City.
Yeah, and my mum couldn't say nothing because it's my uncle's house, and my uncle's like the older brother in it. So even though I was playing, my uncle's like, "Leave him," and I'm like, "You heard him, leave him."
With the GTA San Andreas, though, it was the cheats for me that made the game.
Yeah.
The ones. Do you ever have the one? This is so bad. You know the one where you could make everyone just run around with like dildos. Did you ever do that one?
On what GTA?
GTA San Andreas. There was one cheat, and I can't remember like the code of it or anything, but literally every single person in the game then just started going crazy and hitting each other, but with like sex toys. It was so weird.
Did not know. I've never seen that in my whole entire life.
That was one of the weirder ones.
Nah, Els, how did you get there?
I don't know. I obviously seen it in the list. I was like, oh,
I've never seen what dildo cheat. Like,
it was a weapon. It came out as a weapon, and you could just hit each other.
That is crazy. I've never seen that in my whole entire life.
That happened.
Wow.
The jetpack cheat was
that was
the
amazing.
main one.
Yeah.
Can you get jetpacks in GTA 5?
Yeah, you can, but it's like
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I have the oppressor. You know the
the oppressor 2.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
With the missiles.
Yeah.
But whenever I've played against my friends or done a stream, when I have the oppressor, they're like, it's cheating. People don't like it. They don't rate it.
Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with the oppressor because like you can smoke everyone, but it will just take the stupidest kill. Like you fly too low to the ground, everyone's like, and you're just like, that's it for you.
For me, it's I'm flying and I clip the edge of a sign or something stupid, and I'm so spinning out, and then I'll die. Yeah.
Oh, bro. I hate. You know what I hate about it as well? You can only use that boost once, and then you have to slow down, stop, and to use it again.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate restrictions.
One thing I was going to mention later on, but we might as well cover it now, is soundtracks on games. Yeah. Because for me, GTA San Andreas, was it West Coast? The radio station is, I think, one of my favorite things about GTA San Andreas, like the soundtrack, the music, and then GTA 5 as well. Because what is the radio station? You know, with Skepta's presenting on it. It's kind of like the Apple thing, but it's not.
Oh, geez, what is it called? To be honest,
I can't remember, but I like the fact that they incorporate loads of UK music into it.
I think that's so sick. When I hear Skepta, I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. I think the first time I heard it, it wasn't on the original. It wasn't on.
They put it in as an update, didn't they?
An update, yeah. And I was like, what? Big Skep. I was excited still. I was telling all of my American friends, I'm like, this is our music. And he was like, what, really? I'm like, yeah.
I think it's so good because GTA is such a international game. Everyone plays it, and when you get a song on GTA, people will know that song because sometimes I love like sort of 90s noughties music from when I grew up, and I'll put it on my Instagram story sometimes, and I'll get like my younger audience be like, this is the song from GTA, and I'm like, well, no, it was out when I was younger, but I like the fact that people can explore songs that way. And who was it I was speaking to? Oh, JME a few years ago, and I think I asked him like, what's your biggest achievement? And he was like, my songs in GTA.
That's fair.
And out of everything you've achieved, having your song in GTA.
To be honest, I would have said the same thing.
Yeah.
GTA is like, it's my top game at the moment.
So if it ever came up, say if they're releasing GTA 6, which they've said is not going to happen for like 5 years, criminal, would you want your song in GTA?
Oh yeah, 100%. I wouldn't hesitate.
I feel like GTA and FIFA are the two sort of staples for getting your song on a soundtrack.
Yeah, because FIFA, I know songs on there, and I'm like, I don't know how, but I just know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just know the song.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk. Did you ever play Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Yeah. But what did I play it on? Was it PSP?
I think they may have had Tony Hawk Underground on the PSP or something.
I think I played it on... No, I played it on PlayStation 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I played it on PS2. And then I got it on PSP. As like, it was like... I think I went game and bought some, like, you know, the reduced games. I bought like loads.
I used to do that. 3 for £10. Those were their days. And now one game's £70. Sorry.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
I know, same. But Tony Hawk, I love hip hop, but I like rock music secretly as well. Yeah. So Tony Hawk was literally like that kind of skater crowd that were half like classic hip hop and half rock music. So I think...
Yeah, no, Tony Hawk was so sick. I think, where did I first play it? Oh, my uncle's house again, when I went to London. And I was just like, oh, Mom, can I get this game? She said no for so long. I think that's why I got it on the PSP. Because my mom said no to me all those years, I'm like, what? Tony Hawk? Now I can get what I want.
My first gaming experience was at my auntie's, actually.
Really?
So we didn't have a console, but my auntie had a Sega. So we used to play Sonic. Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah, that's legit, that is.
And then my other aunt, so I had two aunties, and my other auntie, she went traveling or something, so she left all of her stuff with us. She left her PlayStation 1, and it had Tomb Raider.
Oh.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 2, I think it was. Final Fantasy 7, which is my favourite game ever. And there was a couple more.
Final Fantasy
7.
That's your favourite game?
Yes. And don't argue with me, because I've sat here and had arguments. Harry Pinero dissed Final Fantasy 7 and it didn't go down well. And Big Zoo also did that. And our friendship's not been the same since. Really? Have you ever played Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
No, you haven't?
I have.
Okay. And you don't like it? Right.
No, you said... what do you want me to say? Why?
It's an incredible game. Firstly, the storyline.
How do you say that?
The storyline is amazing. The music on that game is very good. And it was groundbreaking for RPG games. You can withhold your opinion.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, what's your second favourite game of all time? What is your second favourite? So you've got, what did we say? GTA.
It's my first one. My second favourite game, I know this sounds crazy, but it's Naruto.
Naruto?
Yeah, so that's my... Is it Storm? Oh my gosh. Well, basically that line of games, that is my... Yeah, Ninja Storm, that is my...
See, I've never played.
You never played?
Never.
That was where, like, I really got into anime. Like that, because my friend told me about Naruto, and I was in school, and I was just like, oh, you're so childish. I was just like, do you know what I mean? I was trying to act, toxic masculinity. I was in there, do you know what I mean? And he was like, no, bro, just watch it. And because he was such a big guy, he was like proper, like, he's one of the biggest guys in school. Shout out to Alman. He was one of the biggest guys in school, and he watched anime, and I'm like, well, if he's one of the biggest guys in school, he's supposed to be toxic, full of that. And he's just watching this game. So I think maybe I just need to watch it. So I started watching it, and I was like, ooh. So then I bought the game from the same reduced thing.
Yeah.
I bought the first Ninja Storm, and I was gobsmacked. I was like, this is amazing.
I think I love Digimon. And I class that as, don't even judge me about this. So I haven't watched too much anime in my life, but the storyline in Digimon is amazing and it's emotional. And stop laughing. When I had Harry Pinero on the podcast, he was talking about how originally he wasn't into anime, like he'd never seen it, and he used to probably do the similar thing to you, be like, why are you watching that? It's immature. And then when he was with Mira and she was watching anime, he was just around her, and one time I think it just clicked, and he was like, he just looked up from whatever he was doing and was just like, this is really deep. And then he went back and watched all of it, and now he really loves anime. So maybe it's something I need to...
Oh wait, you have it? I think you definitely should.
I love cartoons.
If you like emotions, I think a good one to start off with is, I think take it easy, like warm into it. So if you go from Naruto,
Yeah.
that's what I personally think. You can do One Piece as well. That's a bit more like easy watch. But if you want emotion, if you want to be in there, Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
Attack on Titan. Wow. That is revolutionary.
Have you ever cried watching anime?
Is the camera on? Nah, there was a jeez.
You when something catches you off guard. I cried watching The Office this morning, and Office is a comedy. So, you know. Michael was leaving, and it was an emotional episode of The Office. I don't know if you've seen The Office, but it's really good.
Poor Michael. And that made you cry?
It was emotional. It's an emotional time. But anyway, back to you. Have you ever cried?
I have. I think it was... I don't want to give the story away, but there's a point in Naruto where something really peak happened, and I just didn't expect it. Because I was like, everything's been cool up until now. I'm like, whoa, plot twist. Do you know what I mean? It hit me, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, oh, man. Because you know when you think it's going to go one way? Because it always goes one way, and then it didn't. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I think that's the beauty of things like anime and and even Final Fantasy, for example. There's a plot twist in the middle of that, and it makes you cry.
Yeah.
And there's a deep storyline, and you're connected to all these characters, and then it just goes completely left. I don't like how you're...
No, it's because I'm like, I've played... You know what it is? Because, okay, so I played Final Fantasy 7. Yeah. Probably like... It was recent, probably like a month ago. Really.
Did you play the remake?
The remake?
So they've remade the original game. The original game came out in 97, and then they remade the first part of it.
I think it was the remake then.
Okay, well.
I just downloaded it because I was just like...
Yeah, I think it'll be the remake.
Yeah. So I downloaded it and I was like, okay, cool. And then... just being honest.
Just be honest. This is
first, the graphics, I was just like, it's nice, but I feel like it was just too much. It was proper like... It's just too much. Do you know what I mean? It was like this. I don't know if this means anything, but it's just
a
like,
lot.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Chill out.
I'm like, yeah, like, I get it. Like, you know how to make cool rigids and things. Like, you just made about... Do you know what I mean? Someone could have just... For example, if there was this table, they would have put like a table with like an arm, 2 arms holding each other, a knife,
it was just based
swords,
in
guns.
like...
I'm just like...
The where it's based is...
I get it.
Yeah.
But I haven't played it since.
Well,
but what I will do, I'll play it again, and I'll actually.
I think you should play the original if you can stand really old graphics, and just overlook that fact. You can play it on like Switch or PlayStation.
I'll see. I'll have a go. Maybe. Right.
Let's make a deal then.
Okay,
if I go and watch Attack on Titan,
okay,
you go and start Final Fantasy and like actually get into it.
I'll try and get into it. I promise you, I will play it.
Okay.
I will play it for a good 3 days. I'll do 3 days.
Do 3 days, and I think you'll like it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we've got 2 games. What is the third game?
My third game, I'm torn. So it's either Call of Duty or FIFA, but I think I'm gonna go with Call of Duty.
Which one?
Modern Warfare. That was my favorite. I like Vanguard though.
It's always Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Modern Warfare. Nuketown was that's where I gained my
talent.
Yeah, that's where I gained my name as well for Call of Duty. There was one. You know the people that used to run around with just knives. That was me. I was moving like one ninja. I'm thinking, what? Yeah. I brought Shinobi over to Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? And something that's so cool on the new Call of Duty, they've got Attack on Titan collab. I bought one of the characters, and I'm like, what? And he's got the 2 swords from that. So I lost my mind when I saw it.
Sick.
I lost my mind. So,
I just seen recently that they've put out a new bundle where you can play as Snoop Dogg. So he's a playable character in Warzone though. It's not like Call of Duty.
Warzone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. It makes me want to play it though.
Yeah.
Have you seen the clips of Snoop Dogg when he's been on? I don't know when he was on Twitch or he's live streamed and he's rage quitting on GTA or something because he gets so stressed out.
I've seen one, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen one, but he's too funny.
He's so funny. I love watching like celebrities that wouldn't normally game or that I wouldn't know game on live streams. Funny.
Yeah, I had an episode on live stream the other day. I almost rage quit because I was just like, you was on there, innit? So my friend was on there, and a manager was on there, and I jumped in a game, and it was just like I was just dying left, right, center. I'm like, who were we playing again? And it was like I respawned and then died. I'm like, who's shooting me? And because I'm playing hardcore, it doesn't replay where the person is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't see where they're shooting me, and I'm just dying here. I'm just like, I'm gonna show you the video after.
That is my experience on Call of Duty all the time, because I don't think I've played it enough to get good, right? So whenever I play, it's just me dying. And I don't know how to clock where people are shooting me from. So I'm just running about dying all the time. And I get so angry because I don't like being bad at games, but I tend to be quite bad at them a lot.
Oh, okay.
So
are you good on Final Fantasy?
No, I'm good at Final Fantasy.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Like Final Fantasy, The Sims, I am amazing on The Sims.
You see Lockdown?
Did you play The Sims in lockdown?
What? Do you know the house I made? I'm such a geek. Oh, I'm so... But I don't mind.
This The Sims 4, right?
Yeah.
The new one.
I was playing on... So I got it on my PS4, because I think I had PS4. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was such an amazing experience. I literally got my character.
Yeah.
It's actually really bad. I don't know if
it's not, because I know the feeling when you get into a Sims, like when you connect and you've got the house and the storyline going.
The
it's
kids
amazing.
and everything, and I'm like, I like. This sounds so crazy, but what I did, I created. This is crazy. I created like a dungeon.
I've done that before. I did the Big Brother house dungeon.
Yeah, I basically done something like that, and what I would do. Oh, this is real bad. So what I would do, I'll wait for like some random woman to walk past, and I would talk to her, and I'll say, "Oh yeah, come."
I know where you're going because I've done this before.
And then we're downstairs, and so we'll do the woohoo.
Oh yeah, okay.
and then I'll wait for like her to like pop back up at the house with the kid, and then wait for the kids to go. And like if she gets like annoying, I'll walk her back down to the dungeon, run back upstairs,
just lock the door. See, the thing is, though, trying to explain The Sims to someone who hasn't played before sounds really messed up, because so what do you do? It's like you can create your own storylines, but most of the time it's really fun to kill the Sims. So there's different ways. I think The Sims 4 is actually harder to kill people because they can just get out of the pool. What I used to do was make a pool and take the ladder out, so they're just stuck. But in The Sims 4, they can just climb out of the pool themselves.
The way you do it, what I did, I would raise like the edges to like a height, and I will put the pool like really low. So I'll put them in there, and I will just edit and then push it down, and then we just see them in this hole. Oh man!
Have you ever had the cow plant?
Yeah.
When it spits the cake out, and when they go to it. I've had Sims that. So I got like COVID months ago, and I was so bored the whole week. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play The Sims. I literally spent my whole week playing The Sims, and I had this one Sim, and I've sort of outgrown like having a family and kids in The Sims. Don't want it anymore. So I have all these mods where like loads of stuff can happen. That's not part of the base game, right? So there's this one, I think it's called Life's Tragedies, and there's different scenarios that can happen. So I've built this sim up, and what I like doing is starting with 0 simoleons and the rags to riches story. But anyway, so she's a gardener. That's how she makes her money. So one day she's out just like weeding the garden. Yeah. And a car just literally comes out of nowhere, just as part of the life tragedy. The car just goes, zoom, and then she's dead. She dies. It's just there, and the game was over. And I was like, what has just happened? So
you don't know what's going to happen. It was just like...
At any point, different things can happen in the game, right? Just randomly. And
this is on PS. This is
PC. I played
Yeah, I need to get the PC version. I tried to download it.
I way prefer...
That's Origins, isn't it?
Yeah, I way prefer PC The Sims, but... Yeah, Sims is one of my favorite games. So I made the Love Island villa in The Sims once. Sick. And I get loads of custom content as well, so that it looks exactly the same. And then I put like the image thing of real image, and then my Sims image
next to each other. That is
And what else? I made Wembley Stadium as well, and I learned how to make my own custom content, right? So I put all the England's football flags and everything. I put my own logo in The Sims. Like I take it very serious.
That is sick though.
So if there's one game I'm good at, I can tell you it's The Sims.
Sims, yeah.
Yeah.
Sims. I don't think you can be bad at Sims, isn't it? Really. No?
Yeah, but it's when you get an amateur Sims player, right, and they'll make a house and they'll make a massive room and then just put one sofa in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, that's not me.
I'm like, you need decoration.
I made the house that I made. It took me a whole week. I was on it every day. So like I started off with like a base, and then I lifted the base, and then I made like a outthrow of the base in it. So what happened was, so I have like a top floor, that is like shaped like this. Do you know what I mean? So it comes like sideways.
Yeah.
It's like an arrow almost.
Okay, like a point.
So, yeah, a point. And then I had a pool that kind of made it into a square on this side.
Yeah.
And then the back bit was like just trees, palm trees, gardens. But my pool side, I had like the kids pool and I had like the adults pool. And then if you go downstairs, I have it. When you get like to the lower bit, I've got like an aquarium.
Oh.
So it's at the bottom of the kids' pool. So the kids can't actually get to the aquarium, but the aquarium's underneath it. I used to stun everyone that used to come to my house. I'm like, yo, check this.
I used to do that as well. And when I was younger, I would make an incredible house and I'd show my parents and be like, please come and see it. They did not care. Yeah. And I'm there like giving them a full cribs tour of my Sims house and they're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, my cousin came in and was like, are you 6? I'm like, first of all, you don't know what I had to do to get this house. You know what I mean?
Don't know the time I invested. Don't know.
But yeah, that Sims was definitely, I loved it. COVID, was literally me and Sims.
Right, well, I have a quiz then. If you like The Sims, this works out perfectly for us because I've done this with another guest as well. And this is basically, we're going to get to know you and your personality and find out what kind of Sim you are. So I've got a quiz. It's the official Sims quiz. And I'm going to ask you a set of questions.
Let's go.
So the first one is it's my dream job requires A, my own private helipad, B, a little chemistry, C, meeting a lot of interesting new people, or D, masterful bulldozer skills. So what are you going to say? We've got helipad, chemistry, so I'm guessing like science or relationships, meeting new people, or masterful bulldozing skills.
Meeting new people.
Okay, let's go with that one. Okay, which of these items would you rather wear? A suit, B, a studded collar, C, your heart on your sleeve, or D, a hard hat? Ooh. So a suit, studded collar, your heart on your sleeve, or a hard hat?
I'm going to say a suit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. What is your ideal place to woohoo? What? A, in a mansion I built with my own 2 hands. B, in my bed. C, anywhere in public. Or D, a rocket ship at 300,000 feet.
A rocket ship at 300,000 feet. That's crazy.
I would never go to space.
But
I'm scared. But would you?
Well,
a rocket ship. Is there gravity on rocket ships at 300,000?
That's why I'm like, what would that be like?
How does that work?
I'm gonna go for the rocket ship. That's
just for
crazy.
The challenge.
Just for like what was floating and.
Okay, number 4. What is the greatest thing you can do with your life? A, build a better world. B, make woohoo with everyone. C, set stuff on fire. Or D, disregard Sims, acquire simoleons.
Oh, can I hear the options again?
Okay, A, build a better world. B, woohoo with everyone. C, set stuff on fire. Or D, disregard Sims, acquire simoleons.
Set stuff on fire. I know that sounds mad, but it's like I always have this mad urge to like, you know, when you get the cooker and you just leave it in that one room, and then you try and make the whole room, and it just never works for so long. And then I think
with the Sims 4 they changed how it works.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know the rules at this
Sims.
point.
Did you ever play the first Sims?
Yeah, I did.
It was carnage. If you had one fire, your whole house is gone.
Yeah, gone.
And your Sim will die.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, number 5. Which of these emoticons best describes you? A, smiling. B, angry face. C, blowing a kiss. Or D, sleepy eyebrows.
Sleepy eyebrows.
Yeah.
You know what I just did? I'm so stupid. I went like this to try and...
Well, the picture kind of looks like that. It's basically like someone when they've got really big eye bags. So sleepy eyebrows.
What's the options again?
I've submitted the answer.
Okay, sleepy eyebrows.
Too late. Question number 6.
Yeah.
What are these Sims thinking right now? So I'm going to explain what they look like. So the first one looks like he's whispering about something. So he's kind of going like, oh, look at that. And then the person next to him is going like this and wondering, looking to the side. Okay, so what are the Sims thinking? A, everything stinks. B, we are awesome. C, all we really need is some loving. Or D, with a question mark. So are they thinking everything smells? B, we're awesome. C, I need some loving. Or D, they're just really confused.
I need some loving.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. They look like that. Okay. 7, what kind of beverage are you? Are you A, a milkshake? B, I'm a seething cauldron of rage. Wait, I can't even remember what I'm on. C, anyway. I'm a sweet smoothie. Or D, water, I guess. So are you milkshake, a seething cauldron of rage, a smoothie, or water?
Even though I'm lactose, I'm going to say milkshake.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm lactose intolerant as well.
Do you still drink milk, don't you?
I have a little bit in my tea.
So.
But I have
unruly
dairy-free milk as well.
Yeah. I have oat milk.
Oat milk's nice. It's just too thick. Almond milk's nice.
I don't like almond milk.
I like it with cereal. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Tastes like sugary. Okay, number 8. The man is giving the woman a cow plant because... So he's gifting her a cow plant, which for those listening who don't know, cow plants can eat Sims.
Yep.
So why is he giving her a cow plant? Is it A, because he loves her? B, because he had it laying around the house? C, because it's a weirder type of flower? Or D, everyone knows that milk tastes better right from the cow plant?
So D.
D, milk tastes better from the cow plant. Right, number 9. Which of these objects would you want as a gift? A, a violin. B, tickets to the opera. C, a sandwich. Or D, a key to a hotel room.
You saw my face changing?
Yeah, I saw your face like start smirking.
Because I thought I had it. I was going to say sandwich, like what? I love sandwiches. But then key to the hotel room.
But what hotel room is it? Who's in the hotel room?
This is the question.
What kind of hotel is it? Is it a nice hotel? Is it a 1-star hotel?
I'm thinking like a 5-star.
It's a risk though, because it could be. It could be
a trap. Could it be nothing? I'm gonna say sandwich is safe. I'm gonna say sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
Ooh.
What's your favorite sandwich?
You know, I used to eat ham. I used to love ham and cheese. That was just my
thing. But I don't eat ham anymore.
Yeah, same.
So I don't like mayonnaise. And you know when you go to a supermarket, they all have mayo. So I have to get cheese, no mayo, and it's literally just bread with some cheese in the middle.
Cheese, yeah. I'm the same.
I used to, when I was younger, have bread and butter. That was my sandwich. It's just with no filling. It's just
when butter. You say bread and butter, you mean like toast, or you mean the
no. So you know, you have packed lunch at school or whatever when you were young.
Close it.
Just a bun with butter in the middle.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was so fussy eating. Right, so ham and cheese, hypothetically.
Yeah,
hypothetically, ham. Yeah. Okay, cool. Number 10, I think this might be the last one. Which of these most tickles your fancy? Is it A, universal critical acclaim? B, sexy tickling? C, the VIP section? Or D, staycation?
Ooh.
So universal critical acclaim. So I'm guessing we can apply it to your music. Universal critical acclaim, sexy tickling, VIP section, or a staycation.
I'm going to go for A.
A?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Okay, we've got to get the results are loading. Are you ready? You are a playful creative. Ooh, you've got a creative mind and you love messing with and challenging people.
Wow.
People don't always get the weird connections you make, but hey, that's life. Your job is to shake things up and make the world a weirder place for us all.
Yeah.
Is that actually you?
Yeah. I like that.
A playful, so you're creative, but slightly weird, but people like you for it.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I like that. I feel like we really got to know you from that Sims quiz.
Oh, same.
I can't remember what mine was. I remember mine was unexpectedly something about romance, and I'm not romantic at all. So I think
Really?
my one, yeah.
Have you never like? Also, you don't like date.
I'm scared of dating. I've been on about 5 dates in my life.
Yeah, how old are you now? You don't mind asking?
Just 10:30.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sad
5
story.
dates.
The violin's out. It's out of choice because I don't like dating. I think it's very awkward. I don't have the time to sit down for a meal with someone I'm unsure about.
That's a mad way to look at it, but
well, I know. I'm like, I will go for a drink maybe. I'm more open to that.
Okay.
Less commitment. Like 2-hour meal. I don't need to be sat here talking about the weather and stuff.
Oh yeah. I have a thing about going on, like, you see, like when it's like first dates, I don't know, going for food. I just prefer to like just meet up. Just on a normal
casual.
one.
So that's why I just say I don't date. I would rather just meet on a
I get
casual,
you.
not like a proper wine and dine date scenario.
That's close to like ending in the relationship. I feel like that's closer to the relationship.
Yeah, that's more when you met a few times.
I just thought you was just like, I don't want to. Ain't nobody can chat to me because I don't like nobody. I
think it's a mixture of both, to be honest with you. Right, what I was going to mention, okay, we've spoken about GTA.
Yeah.
You know in GTA you can have like car races and things like that.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Oh yeah.
Car racing.
Oh yeah.
Good driver?
Yeah.
Because I was watching a video of you and Millions and you were learning to drive. And you weren't. So let me just go through it.
That's so snaky. Who done that?
Okay, so the first point was you didn't know how to start the car. Actually, you nearly didn't put your seatbelt on, firstly, but we'll move across that. So you couldn't start the car.
I personally think that you wouldn't have said anything if I didn't mention that Final Fantasy VII was a bad game.
I have it literally on my notes. Millions driving school. So talk me through not being able to start a car.
Because it's not, you know what it is? That car was a really bad car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a kind of old.
It was a really old. I don't know where they found it. I think they found it in the parking lot or something. I don't know. When I tried to turn it, it was like, why is it not? It went on after a while. Do you know what I mean?
Were you pressing the clutch down as you?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think. Yeah. But I didn't do anything different. I just kept on doing the same thing, and then it turned on. I'm like.
So you're saying it was the car?
Yeah.
That didn't turn on and not you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Might be
okay.
nervous. I'm just getting what's it called? You know when you remembering something. I feel like I'm in the car again, man.
PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD.
PTSD from the car.
Yeah.
So, we've crossed that bridge. So it was the car. It wasn't you. You take no responsibility. For not
100%. I don't.
Okay, so then the car turns on, and the first thing you do is stall. So, talk me through that. You stalled the car.
Did I stall?
Yeah.
I didn't stall.
You did because you were doing the getaway.
Wait, what?
The first challenge was you weren't.
I don't stall.
SL stalled, and then you also stalled.
That's because SL put it in the car. I didn't. SL stalled, so the stall might have been.
So he set you up
in the engine. I don't know. I didn't stall. Did I actually stall?
Yeah, it's literally the first thing he did, and he wrote it down on his notes.
I did stall, didn't I?
Yeah. That wouldn't happen in GTA.
That wouldn't happen in another car.
In America, all the cars are automatic, so it definitely wouldn't happen. You can't stall an automatic car.
Can you not?
Why? Have you done it?
No.
But I think you did okay in the mission. The mission. I'm acting like it's GTA.
GTA.
Where you're driving around the cones. You did alright in that one.
I did okay.
But I feel like
stalling. That's wild.
You just gave it the big one before about being good at GTA racing, but I mean it helps if you can drive in real life. Are you a good driver?
Yeah. Yo, I'm a good driver. No.
How we got? Yeah.
He said, yeah.
This doesn't sound.
I can't wait for this camera to go off. Nah, I'm a good driver still. Everyone always says, "Wow, like you're such a good driver."
Okay. Did you pass first time? I passed.
Can I see these questions?
I passed second time, and I'm a brilliant driver. My sister passed first time, and she's not a good driver, so I don't think it
I passed like the 4th time.
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. But I'm such a good driver.
Yeah, I feel like
I say that, but I remember the first day. I bought my car in it. I bought like a Mercedes E-Class.
As your first car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I crashed it first day.
Yeah, this is why.
Yeah, but you know what it is. Sometimes you have to live. You have to crash to not crash.
But this is why So when I was younger, I had a Ford KA, right? And I don't know if you know what they used to look like back in the day, but they're like tiny. Cartons. They look like a ladybird. It was like I had a dark blue one, and it was awful. But you just have to go through that because most people will crash their first car.
Literally first day, like I got it, was driving behind my friend, his brake. I'm like, what the hell?
Did you crashed into your friend?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But you go through the experience.
Yeah, now I'm
drive.
yeah. I'm actually good at driving, I promise.
Right, I'll be the judge. You need to do another driving school.
I'm ready. Millions.
One thing I did want to talk about, because in that video, Millions asked, what's a song that you listen to on the down low that no one would expect you to listen to? And you sung the JCB song, and I love the JCB song. I love it. When I was at high school, that was number 1, I think, for so long.
Yeah.
And the video was sick. Just them in the
cartoon.
JCB. Riding in this
JCB.
JCB.
I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's a giant sitting beside of me. I love it.
What a great song.
Oh, honestly.
I love that. I love that for you. Whatever guilty pleasures songs would you say you have?
You remember, I've been through the year
Free Fam. Busted.
Yeah.
Not much has changed.
I used to rinse that, like before I used to get into school. I used to rinse it and turn it off as I went through the... I had the deadest MP3 in the world. But like, I had it. Do you know what I mean? And I could only fit like 5 songs, and I literally I love that song so much I downloaded it twice.
Did you?
I don't know why, but there was like 2 of those songs, and I had like 3 of the others.
I remember. So I'm a bit older than you, so we had Discmans. So this is what you had, the CD.
Oh yeah.
And you put it into the portable Discman, and I got Eiffel 65, the Blue song. Blue. I felt that.
Yo, I heard the for the grannies like.
Felt that, yeah. Yeah, it was a great. And I don't know if you've ever seen. Have you heard that song? Firstly,
no, I don't.
It goes,
know.
I'm blue.
No, I have heard. Yeah. I have.
I have a blue. Yeah. Anyway, the video for that was really futuristic. So it was like the guy. I'm guessing it was done via green screen because this was 90s.
I'm actually hearing the song in my head now. I remember it.
It's
I think I remember the video as well.
Yeah, and there's these blue aliens everywhere.
Yeah,
and he's just there. And I think they've done it via green screen because he's just floating about. Like his head just floats about every now and again. And I remember back in the day, that was like so sick. The graphics were amazing. It was like you were in a video game. And now I look back and I'm like, what on earth?
It always happens like that, innit? You think that you have the best until you get better. Ooh.
True.
That's a quote.
It's philosophical.
Yeah.
You think you have the best until you get better.
Wow. Did I say? Can I sit back a little bit?
Patent that. Okay. Next one. I was researching, so I was going to research video games, and I was trying to find video games that were based in Birmingham so that we could talk about it, but there is actually none. So
I was about to get excited.
Unless I'm wrong and someone can point me out, but my Google searches said no.
Or I've got one.
Okay.
Do you know Ready Player One, the movie?
I've not seen it yet. Everyone keeps telling me I need to watch it.
You need to watch it.
Is it good?
But it's based in Birmingham. Nobody knows that they use Birmingham to film, but I do. So I'm always looking for something to be proud of. And was like, somebody was like, "Yo, do you know they shot in Birmingham?" I'm like, "What?" They wasn't even talking to me. I just heard it got shot in Birmingham, and I'm like, "What got shot in Birmingham?" Like person or.
Your ears picked up.
No, literally.
Do you know? Can you recognise the areas then that they shot it in, or is it obvious that it's Birmingham? Or
oh nah.
Okay.
To be honest, they probably just shot it in like a warehouse or maybe in a green screen, but it was in Birmingham. Peaky Blinders, yeah.
Exactly. Peaky Blinders. One of these games, they actually even mentioned Peaky Blinders, but it was based in London.
How can it?
So I was looking at apparently the best games, the video games that are set in the UK. Most of them are in London, mind, because obviously.
What? Obviously what?
I think it's just like across the world, people would know London and like the landmarks.
I thought you were going to say like London's like the best place ever.
No, I'm not even from London originally, so I can't. I'm from Norwich.
What is it?
What's Norwich?
Where's that?
In Norfolk, East Anglia, the east of England.
Okay.
So you know where Birmingham is on the map. So just picture the map of the UK, and Birmingham's like West Midlands, right? I feel like you don't know where Birmingham is on the map.
No, I don't.
Okay, so the middle of England. Just picture right in the middle. Do you know what the map of the UK looks like?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking maybe that might be.
Do you know what the map of the UK?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, just go slap bang in the middle. Let's just start from there. The middle of that, and to the west a bit, which is to your left.
Yeah.
Birmingham's kind of around there, we'll say. Yeah. So Birmingham's like to the west of that, in the middle, kind of, with the UK.
Yeah.
If you just go directly east and follow it across to the bump, you know the bump on the side of the... You know the map of the UK. You know the map of the UK.
Yeah.
And then there's a bump along the side.
Yeah.
That is East Anglia.
Okay.
So Norwich is in that.
Oh, geography.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of geography, so that's why I don't know anything.
Do you know like where we are in the world on a world map? Could you pick out the UK?
Yeah, I know to find it.
Cool.
I can do that much. I can just. It's like.
To be fair, I'm very bad at geography as well, so I can't even.
Yeah, my teacher despised me. Like, I had such a massive argument in once.
Wow.
And then, do you actually want to know the story?
Yes.
So what happened was, the truth. Okay, the truth is, so I was in the classroom, and obviously at this time I'm young, I'm stupid. I was a class clown at this point, and I was actually funny. And it came to a time when I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give up this class clown thing and actually focus, because I got scared from my dad, and it was just like, yeah, I don't want to go back there. And I was just sitting in class, and I was quiet as a mouse. Somebody behind me has done something. He's turning around, you, get out! I'm like, you better move. And then he said, no, you, get out! I'm like, me? I'm like, so the one time.
So you weren't even doing anything?
I made up my mind I'm going to change my life. And that aggravated me so much. I'm like, you know what? You brought me back. Today, I'm going to show you. So then I was like, I'm not moving. And I said, it wasn't me that made that noise. So I turned around. I'm like, are you going to say anything? I said, you know what? Never mind. And he was like, you need to, he comes to my car and he got in my face. He was like, you need to get out. So I was stood up. I'm like, who are you talking to? And I must have like pushed his forehead.
Oh, no.
Because obviously, like, I'm a bit tall now in this point in time in secondary school.
Okay.
I'm getting taller. So me and him are roughly the same height.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, who are you He's like, I was like, who are you talking to? And the whole class started laughing. And then he was like, get out, get out. And he was shouting at me. And I'm like, you breath stink. You just smell, man.
That's
like,
the most annoying insult as well.
I was like, poo, bro. Move, man. And I was so stupid.
It's the most stupid insult.
It was so stupid and childish. And then, but I didn't move. And then it was like, he left. I just stood there. But while I was sitting there, I was thinking, this is it for me. And he didn't let me back in that lesson ever again. He said that I threatened him. He said that I put my hand on him. I got kicked out of school for a little bit. I never returned to geography.
Geography. Never returned.
Every time geography was on, I had to do like the lesson in the head teacher's office.
Did you have to do your exams or anything for geography? Or?
Nah, I didn't.
No.
Nothing. They just didn't want me. They just put me at 0. I'm like, how can they mark me?
I had a similar situation, but it didn't escalate as much as your one.
Ugh.
Mine was in science, and my two friends who were sat next to me were both talking.
Yeah.
Right. So the teacher turns around and points me out and says, "What are you talking about? What? Like, stop talking." And I was like, well, it wasn't me. It wasn't me talking. So did you ever used to have merits and demerits? So if you had a demerit, yeah. So he's like, give me a journal, I'm going to give you a demerit. And I was like, well, it wasn't me who was talking. And he's like, well, who was talking then? But I'm not going to snitch on my friends who were both talking. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, it wasn't me. And then he gave me a demerit for lying. And I got moved from top set of science to bottom set of science because I lied. They did that,
and I'm like, even though I'm doing well in this classroom, because I misbehaved, you're saying now you go over there dumb. I'm like, what? I never understood the school system.
Honestly. Right. I don't know how we diverted off, but
yeah.
we have these best games from the UK. I'm going to pick out one of them because it's arguably one of my favourite PlayStation 2 games. I don't know if you've ever played it. It's called The Getaway. So there was The Getaway, and then they had, I think there was one or two other games that followed on, and The Getaway Black Monday was my favourite.
Was The Getaway was it like a black and white? I remember
the cover was black and white.
Was it like
with the yellow Getaway?
Yeah.
And in the game, so it was based in London, you could play between two characters. So one of the characters, I think he was an ex-bank robber. Okay. And then the other one was a policeman. So you diverted between the two.
Yeah. I've played this game.
Amazing game.
Yeah, sick.
But when I used to play those games, the Italian Job was much older than that. I think it was on the PlayStation 1. It was also based in London. But what I used to do was I didn't actually play the game at all. I would just drive around London and find things that I knew and just be like, oh my God, it's King's Cross.
Oh, not tourism.
Yeah. And I would do the thing where you pretend like you're a really good citizen and you stop at the red lights.
I did that. On Getaway, I did that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Same. And I always pick out a house on the map that I really liked, and that would be my house. Even though you couldn't go in it. It wasn't even a playable game.
No, literally. I used to do the same thing. And I always used to say, when my friends came over, I remember my cousin came over, and I was playing Getaway, and I was just like, basically my mum didn't want me playing it. So when she came in, I used to be like, oh no, mum, like, look, I'll just stop by the traffic light. I'm being good. Right.
Playing a driving game.
It's just another driving game. Then the police would just start shouting. I'm thinking, bro. I'm thinking, whoa. And I'm like, I don't know why they're doing that. I'm even like, I don't know that this is what they're supposed to do. But
like, how dare they?
Trying to convince my mom.
I love that. Okay, next thing. We've only got a few things left to do, but I want to know, and I don't know if we're going to cover this in your favourite games of all time, but if you could pick one game for the rest of your life, and you only play this game, you don't have a choice of any other game for the rest of your life, and you've got to pick a game that you're not going to get bored of, it's not going to be outdated, what game are you going to pick?
GTA 5.
I mean, we've been playing it for long. Do you know what I mean? They've had it out for about 10 years nearly now. We might as well. It's stood
definitely.
the test of time, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just because, like, even though it's just like one game, you can do so many things. Yeah. You can be so many people. You can obviously roleplay as much as you want. So I would definitely say GTA 5. I
think mine's similar. So GTA 5, but The Sims as well. Because with The Sims, you can have different storylines because it's all about what you make of it. I think like Call of Duty and FIFA and things like that are really good, but in
bored.
10, 20 years time, probably bored. No one will be on the servers anyway, so you can't play against anyone.
I feel like it'll go. I think they're just gonna keep updating it. So
yeah. Right. The last thing I want to do is we're gonna create your. Have you ever played FIFA Ultimate Team? So where you create your squad.
Like here and there.
Yeah.
Here and there.
So we're gonna do something like that, but we're going to create your FIFA Ultimate Team, but with UK music artists. So we're going to do a starting 11 of UK music artists.
Okay. Can
I
pick my formation as well?
Yes. So what formation are you going to do before we go through positions?
5-2-1-2.
Okay.
I like 5 at back.
5 at the back.
1, 2.
Defensive. Yeah. Okay, so let's start in goal then.
Who are
you going to pick to go in goal?
Giggs.
Why'd you pick him?
I feel like he's such like a pinnacle in like the UK scene. Like he's like he can say things. You know what I mean? Like
he's assertive.
He's assertive. Like, and when you think like he's been here for such a long time. It's like, what, you think he can finish gigs? Nah. Bam, still here. That kind of flex.
He can control the pitch as well.
Yeah.
The full view of the pitch.
If you can fully see what's going on, and he's the backup. Like I'm the guy. So when all of you lot fail, I'm here. Don't worry. That kind of thing. Love
that. Okay, let's do defense. Start on the left.
So I would have Wretch. I'd have Wretch on the left. I would also have Wretch on the left.
I think he's quite good at football as well.
Really sick. I would have Wretch on the left and then like Avellino on the right.
I know where you're going with this because this is what I would imagine as well. You put like the tall...
those guys, you know what I mean? I'd have Avellino on the right.
Av plays football as well, so he should be... I've done a 5-a-side tournament with
Really?
him. I was terrible, but yeah.
Yo, shout me, man. I'm cold at football.
You can put yourself on the team as well.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. And in the middle, I would have. Ooh. In the middle, I'll have Fredo. Do you know what I mean? I have Fredo in terms of like, I feel like he'll be the more like attacking in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, like that back forward kind of one.
Yeah.
And then I would have on the either side of him, I would have. Oh, this is a good one. I think I might have like. Yeah, on either side of him, I would have Nines and Scraps.
I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That is a good defense because I'd be like shook trying to attack against that defense.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're not.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
Don't even try it. You will get through so many people, even just to get to gigs in goal.
Exactly. And it's like when you get to goal, gigs might just be like, and you just might just throw you off in one look or something. And then for my 2, so that's 5.
Yeah.
For the 2 in front, I would have. I need someone that's like kind of like quick. And kind of like, I would have Mist.
I've played with Mist.
Yeah.
He was on my team for the 5-a-side.
Is it good?
We weren't the best team ever, I'll be honest. Our team was not good. But yeah, put him in.
I would have Mist and I need someone else that's like kind of sizey.
Oh, I was waiting for you to put Stormzy somewhere.
Oh, no, Stormzy's gonna be there.
But yeah, I feel like he's gonna be more attacking.
Yeah.
So you need someone that's UK.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what about Bugsy or someone or
perfect. Bugsy and Mist.
Yes.
Right there. Thanks. That's perfect. And then the one, that's Stormzy. This is where Stormzy's gonna be right here. Because I feel like he's gonna hold the link between the 2 and the 2.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So Stormzy's gonna be right there.
Active as well. I saw him on tour recently at the O2.
Yeah.
Running all about the stage, high knees all the time.
Active.
Yeah.
And then up front, I'm gonna have Dave.
Whenever I've done this, he's always my striker.
Yeah.
Dave, yeah.
Dave and Huss. Sorted.
You wouldn't put yourself in it.
Huh?
Are you sub? Are you gaffer?
Yeah, I'm gaffer. I'm the.
I think that's a very good squad.
I think so as well. If I was to put myself in there, I'll put myself. That's a good question.
Where do you know if you play football? Where would you normally?
I'm a winger in it, so
okay.
That's my flex. But I can play up front as well.
Versatile.
But I sit in between like between like this section. It's like the right to the front, that kind of like. So I would be up front with like Dave or Horse, whichever.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Well, that is a solid squad. I'm happy with your answers there.
Thank you very much.
But before we stop, let's talk about music quickly because you've had a couple of singles out. We were talking about the new video for K Sarah. The synchronized swimming. When I was younger, I always used to want to do synchronized swimming.
Really?
Yeah, I was there, but I would be terrible.
You know, I stopped dreaming about swimming when I had my first swimming experience. I was thinking, this stuff is hard, bro. I didn't think you can get out of breath from swimming.
Yeah,
I know that sounds crazy.
It's good for you though. Good for your cardio.
Yeah, I just know. Because when I was in school, we used to be like, oh yeah, swim over them, like we're racing. I'm thinking, whoa, I'm actually getting tired. Like, this is a lot. I didn't think it was that much, but it's hard. Yeah.
But anyway, to the music. At the end of the video, you playing the piano. That's the first thing I saw because I didn't know, and you look like really good at the piano.
Oh yeah, I play piano.
You played the piano.
Oh yeah, that's my flex, man.
How did you learn? How did you learn to play piano?
I learned because the truth is I learned because everything was expensive when I was younger, innit? So like trying to make beats, like getting beats was expensive, so I had to try and make it. So I learned on YouTube. I know. I had to.
That's amazing. Well, so you just typed in how to...
I typed in like piano C chord tutorial.
I love
That's
that.
where I started, and then from there I just started like learning different songs. Like Too Late to Apologize is one of my...
I love that song.
And Crazy Frog.
The Crazy Frog.
Yeah. I learned that one. So yeah, YouTube. I like YouTube.
YouTube is... I learned how to edit videos and build computers from YouTube. So
Well, the internet just gives you everything, really, innit?
it does. But the music is musicking. How how has it been sort of exploring your own sound and creating that and then putting out your own music?
I think like this version of me is like, this is actually me. I feel like it's less like headache because it's actually me. Do you know what I mean? I think coming from where I've come from in terms of like the music I was making before to like what I'm making now, like this is, I'm like, finally I get to just be myself, which is, sounds crazy, but yeah.
I love that. And as you get older and experience new things, do you see your music changing because of that and sort of taking influence and putting that into music? Yeah,
definitely. I think like through obviously life experiences and stuff like that, like subliminally I'll be writing about something and then something will happen. I'm like, rah, I didn't even know I was talking about this, but I was, you know what I mean? It's just me.
Philosophical.
Yeah.
What was the line you said earlier? You think you have the best until you find the next thing.
Until you get better, yeah.
See?
Wow.
I'll look out for that in one of your
what? I'm about to... I hope you wrote that down, because I'm going to forget.
I love that. Well, thank you, Lotto Ash, for coming.
Thank you,
I hope you've enjoyed talking video games and random...
I loved it.
...things. Sick. Do you like the setup?
Yeah,
Look at these. So I've just discovered today that the flowers are made from Lego.
No, I just saw
Look
that.
at the leaf.
Like, wow.
It's a Lego leaf.
Sick.
Attention to detail. But anyway, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to hearing lots of new music from you. And we need to play GTA roleplay together.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Bye-bye.